Welcome, friends. We are your hosts, Sandy and Wade, baby best friends turned husband and wife and business partners.
This podcast is for the dreamers, the movers and shakers, and those who seek to attract their dream life.
Strap in. Getting magnetic in 3, 2, 1.
Like attracts like. If you see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand.
You just decide what it's going to be, who you're going to be, how you're going to do it. And then from that point, the universe is going to get out your way.
This moment in time, this is your time to rise.
Hey, y'all. Welcome to day 6 of The Magic. You got Sandy and Wade here.
We're so excited.
How amazing has the first 5 days been, setting the foundation for gratitude in our life for a lot of really, really great things, whether it's money, family, health, relationships, different things, and just starting to overall keep a journal of what you're grateful for, right? Like 10 things a day. Sometimes you might be like, oh man, how do I think of 10 things? But when you really start to open up to how abundant the world is, as far as the air I breathe, the water I drink, the food, how did this food get to my table? Oh my gosh, all the relationships in my life, everything. There's so much room for gratitude and abundance. And today's day 6. That means we've got 2 days left on Getting Magnetic. We want to, Getting Magnetic to get back to its normal course Wednesday and Friday. And we know not everyone's going to be doing the magic and following along. So we're going to be transitioning every episode for day 8 through day 28 onto Patreon. And Patreon is a community website basically. And it's a subscription model. We're going to do 3 different tiers, $5 a month, $10 a month, $25 a month. There's going to be all sorts of different things. There's going to be video access. We're going to have a private chat community. There's going to be some Q&A episodes that are private to Patreon only. There's going to be a once a month, people at certain tier will be raffled into a coaching call with Sandy and I on, anything life, but there's more details there. We'll share that link, but just a heads up that we're going to transition from Getting Magnetic episodes, The Magic, to Patreon. So we'll drop, more info in the show notes. But with that said, let's get to day 6.
Alrighty. I'm going to get it started.
Okay.
So day 6 works like magic. If you could take any activity, any art, any discipline, any skill, take it and push it as far as it will go, push it beyond where it has ever been before, push it to the wildest edges of edges, then you force it into the realm of magic. That's by Tom Robbins, who's a writer. How could it be that a person who was born into total poverty, starts out with nothing, and has very little education, goes on to become a president or a celebrity, or builds an empire and becomes one of the wealthiest people in the world? And how is it that 2 people can start in the same career, and yet one person's career goes from success to even greater success, while the other person works himself or herself into the ground and with little success, no matter how hard they try? The missing link to success is gratitude, because according to the law of attraction, you have to be grateful for what? Got to turn the page.
What's my turn?
For what you have to attract success to you. So without gratitude, it's impossible to have permanent success.
We're not professional readers. So, like you guys probably might mess up or pause sometimes reading. So do we. Okay. To bring success or increase the good things in your job or work, like opportunities, promotions, money, brilliant ideas, inspirations, and appreciation, it is essential to be grateful for your job or work. Oh my gosh, I got to share a story on that after this. The more gratitude you have, the more you will have to be grateful for. And you should be getting the idea by now that to increase anything in your life, you have to be grateful for what you already have. Quote, whoever has gratitude for their work will be given more, and he or she will have an abundance. Whoever does not have gratitude for their work, even what he or she has will be taken from him or her. When you aren't grateful for your job, you will automatically give more to your work.
When you are grateful for your job.
When you are grateful for your job, you will automatically give more to your work. And when you give more to your work, you will increase the money and success that is returned to you. If you're not grateful for your job, you will automatically give less. When you give less, you decrease what comes back to you. And as a result, you will never be happy in your work. You'll never give more than you have to, and your job or work will stagnate and eventually deteriorate, which could mean losing your job. Remember, for those who do not have gratitude, even what they have will be taken from them. The amount you give in gratitude is exactly proportional to the amount you receive in return.
You control the amount you receive by the amount of gratitude you give. If you are a business owner, your business's value will increase or decrease according to your gratitude. The more grateful you are for your business, your customers, your employees, the more the business will grow and increase. It is when business owners stop being grateful and replace gratitude with worry that their business spirals downward. If you're a parent and your work is taking care of your children and managing your home, look for the things to be grateful for at this time in your life. It is often a once in a lifetime opportunity. And when you can be grateful for this time, you will attract more support, more help, more beautiful moments, and more happiness to the experience. You should love your job, whatever it is, and be excited about going to work. And you shouldn't settle for anything less. If you don't feel that way about your current job, or if it's not your dream job, the way to receive your dream job is by first being grateful for the job you have. Today, imagine that you have an invisible manager whose job is to keep a record of the thoughts and feelings you have about your job. Imagine that your manager will follow you wherever you go today, poised with pen and notebook in hand. Every time you find something about your job to be grateful for, your manager will take note of it. Your job is to find as many things as you can to be grateful for. So at the end of your day, your manager has a long list of all your gratitude. The longer the list is, the more magic your invisible manager can bring to your money, work, success, opportunities, enjoyment, and fulfillment.
Think about all the things you could be grateful for in your work. To begin with, think about the fact that you actually have a job. Think about how many people are unemployed who would give anything to have a job. Think about the time-saving equipment you use, such as phones, printers, the internet, and computers. Think about the people you work with and the friendships you have with them. Think about the people who make your job easier, such as receptionists, assistants, janitors, and delivery people. Think about how good it feels when you receive your paycheck, and think about the favorite aspects of your job that you love doing. Have your invisible manager make note each time you find something you're grateful for by saying, I am so grateful for blank. The more deeply your manager can see you're feeling gratitude, the sooner your manager can start to make the magic happen in your work, and the more magic will be created. It is possible that you could generate so much gratitude for your work in one day that you would see the circumstances instantly improve. Lucky breaks don't happen by accident. They are simply gratitude's magical power at work. If this works like magic practice falls on a weekend or when you're not at work, move on to the next day's practice or practices, and then go back and use this magical practice on the first day you're back at work.
Magic practice number 6. All right, works like magic. Step number 1, repeat steps 1 through 3 of magic practice number 1. Count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you're grateful, reread your list, and say, thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel gratitude for each one. While at work today, imagine you have an invisible manager following you around, taking notes every time you find something to be grateful for. Your job today is to look for as many things as you can to be grateful for. Have your manager make a note each time you find something you're grateful for by saying, I am grateful for blank, and feel as grateful as you can. Just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words, thank you, for the best thing that happened during the day.
So good. I think Cam's waking up from her nap, so I'll have to go tend to her soon. But this one really resonates with me because I can remember a time I started working with Sandy in our health and wellness business and our network marketing business, whatever it was, 3.5 years ago. But I started working it while I was still working full-time in my finance career. And I remember there was a time period like, wow, this is busy, or I feel like, there's a lot going on, but it's awesome. I know what we're working towards. And I was so grateful. Like, I felt like I was double dipping. I'm like, I have the steady paycheck from the finance job, and we get to build our dreams and our dream life and our purpose and our passion together kind of after hours. And I was so grateful, and it kept flourishing and it kept growing and growing. And then I remember a time where we had built our business up together where I felt like maybe I didn't need the finance job as much. And I clearly remember like not being grateful for it. And I can remember being like, oh, it's so annoying. Like, I'm kind of over it, but it's nice to have the paycheck and benefits. I'll just keep it. Why not? But I lacked gratitude. I lost the gratitude for it. And, it's funny. Within weeks, I would say, we were on a cruise and I was just kind of over it. And I sent in a kind of proposal letter of like, oh, I'll keep working part-time at these hours. And basically, long story short, we posted an opportunity video for our health and wellness business on LinkedIn. You guys, some of you may have heard the story, and my whole company like caught wind of it, and which is totally legal, is totally fine. But they were like, dude, you can't be doing this on LinkedIn. My whole LinkedIn network saw it. That's the story for another time. But basically got fired there. And this is like proof in my life, like this chapter. When I had gratitude, like both were flourishing. When I lost my gratitude, I literally lost my finance job, which I was grateful for because it was the push off the cliff that I needed. And I've kind of detailed that in previous episodes, but that is so true. So like whatever you do, be so grateful for what you have there. Find things to be grateful for. Even if you don't love the work, like Will Smith says, lay down a brick perfectly each day. And like you look up and eventually you've built a whole wall. That's kind of my take on this chapter. You got
That's
anything
awesome.
else?
No, it was a Wade takeover today.
Well, you can talk.
I think that's all we got.
All right. We'll see you tomorrow, day 7. Only those that can see the invisible can do the impossible.
So remember, you are magnetic.